We got ISM data today at 10 o'clock.
No sound. Oh, okay, yeah. Just 1 second. Get this thing done and we'll be good.
They'll dump the markets. That news that just came out.
What's that?
The news that just came out just
What was it?
dumped the market. It says Iran stops message exchange with the U.S. in protest against Zionist crimes. And markets are really dumping.
Why am I not seeing this live? Okay, why are you seeing it live on YouTube?
Nah.
Huh?
Oh, YouTube?
Yeah.
YouTube now. Let me see your channel. Yeah. Well, if there's a live button here, yeah. Yeah.
Why is it not showing up on Facebook?
I don't see it on TikTok.
Are you seeing it live on YouTube?
Use that. Use like
I'm not seeing it on Facebook for whatever reason. Anyway, hey, what's up? Good morning, you guys. Tim and Steve, Alpha Flow Trader. Good morning. It's Monday,
you on
June.
TikTok?
What's that?
You on TikTok?
Yeah. Seeing it on TikTok? Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
See it now? All right.
Let me mute that.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on with not sure what's going on with Facebook. I'll figure it out here in a bit. But yeah, guys, good morning. Monday, June 1st. Tim and Steve, two regular dudes at Day Trade, and share our indicator that we've created for ourselves and now for you guys. Hope you guys had a great weekend. As you can see right now on my chart, I have the ES, and here, let me fix my NQ chart for you guys. You see I have ES and NQ on the chart right now. Market's taking a little bit of a dump because of some news that just came out of Iran cutting off talks, at least for now, with the U.S. So you see the market's reacting to that, and let's see, is crude? Yes, and crude also reacting to that. So you see the index is coming down and crude has shot up, which is kind of typical whenever you see news of the conflict or escalation of the conflict, right? So could be interesting coming into market open. But yeah, pretty good week last week. And looking forward to this week. See what we have. See what sets up for us. As you guys know, we only trade our strategy. We use our indicator as well, but we use our own context. And so we're not here to scalp or to chase trades all day long for 2 hours. Where we wait for our setups. We wait patiently for our setups, and then we take those trades as they happen. Mark, what's up? What's up, guys? Yeah, so we're just here pre-market. We got about 14 minutes till the market opens. So if you guys have any questions between now and then, just feel free to let us know. Otherwise, yeah, we're just kind of watching where Steve is about to go through sort of the setups for the day, what we might be looking at, what areas we'll be looking at, what indexes we'll be looking at. So we'll get you guys that here in just one moment. Zeno, what's up?
You want to give them? I'll give them like 4 minutes for people to hop.
Okay.
All
right,
come
cool,
in the room, and that'll give us still 10 minutes before market open. I'll kind of keep on scanning the market, see what potential setups we got going on.
Yep, sounds good.
We do have news today at 10 o'clock. ISM manufacturing data. So some inflation data at 10 o'clock today, which should be significant. We should see some significant movement on that news.
Unable to connect. I'm going to end the stream. Hold on, let's see if this works. You can't stream to this channel. All right, so let's see now. Maybe that did it. Let's see if we're working now. Yep, we are working there. All right, cool.
Are you on Facebook?
Yeah, it was just, there's some connection issue. All right, so yeah, Tim and Steve here, guys. Alpha Flow Trader. What you're seeing on the screen right now is our ES and NQ. You see our indicator overlaid over it. I'll just take a quick second to show you what you're seeing here. You see all these levels, the pivot levels here with the R3s and S3s, all of these other different colored lines, which are your Asia highs and lows, your prior day highs and lows, etc., as well as these shaded red areas here, which is our automatically drawn supply zones, which our tool does all of this for you. One indicator does it all. As you guys can see here, I only have 2 indicators on my chart. One is just that yellow EMA, and then the entire rest of it that you see on the screen is all out of our tool. So it gives you that market context, that structure that you need to really feel confident about your trades. Yeah, so here we are, guys, and welcome to the stream. Just a second, Steve is going to in just a second, Steve's going to take you guys through the different charts and see what we are looking for.
Okay. Yeah, you can swap over whenever you're ready, man.
All right.
It's inside day, outside days. Let's see. Outside day.
All right, so let me switch over to yours. Yeah, so you ready?
Yeah.
All right, give me a second, guys. We'll switch over to Steve's screen really quickly and let him show you guys what we're looking at as far as what's setting up for the day. All right, so give me 1 second to show his screen there. All right, Steve, they got your screen on both.
All right, guys, let's see what we're looking at today as far as what levels, what Camarilla levels we're looking at. And I guess we'll start with ES. And a lot of times I like to start to see if it's an inside or an outside day. The quickest way to do it, if you already have a signal on a chart, is just hover over your signal and it'll tell you at the top there, the tooltip outside day. So we are in an outside day on ES, which means that only our 4, 5, and 6 levels are in play for our resistance and support levels. So our 4, 5s, and 6s up there off the chart. And as far as support, we'd be looking at S4s, uh, S5s, and if you scroll down just a little bit more, you'll see S6 all the way down there. So those are the levels on outside days. Those are the levels we'd be interested in um, if price manages to make it to these levels. So on ES, right where we're at right now, we are at central pivot. We'd have to get, and it looks like we're heading downwards. We did get some news probably about 10 minutes ago that dropped the market. That's why you see this big volume candle coming down. So it looks like we may be having enough momentum to make it down to say S4. S4 looks like a pretty decent level as well as not only do you have S4 here, but this blue sky blue colored line here should be prior months, either prior months high or prior months low, prior months high. So S4 also lines up with prior months high, so this should be a decent level to look at. So if price comes down here, we want to start watching price action for a move back upwards. All right. So S4 or R4 are in play for ES. And Q, let's go hover over our tooltip. And Q is also an outside day. So once again, our 4 levels, our 4, 5, and 6 levels are in play for today. All right, and let's see what NQ realistically. NQ is heading towards S4 right now. Let's see what our S4 level looks like. S4 actually looks like a pretty decent level if you scroll back in time. You have these resting stops here, which lines up pretty good with S4. So I will take a good look at S4 if price gets down here. Watch the price action to see if we get a move back up. And as far R4 goes, R4 was already touched today a couple of times. Price has been just consolidating at R4. So me personally, I probably wouldn't be interested in um, in a move at R4 just because of what it did overnight from Asia into London. It's just been choppy in that area pretty much. Um, so I'd probably wait for it to come to R5, but we'll see. Looks like maybe S4 would probably be our more realistic trade for today.
Yep.
Russell, let's see if tooltip inside days so far are well. That was back in Asia, so let's just verify because that was a couple hours ago. Let's just go to our daily chart and see if Russell is still an inside day. And Russell just became probably a few minutes ago with that news that just came out. Russell just became an outside day. It broke yesterday or the previous day's candles range to the downside. So Russell is an outside day. Which means once again our 4, 5, and 6 levels are in play. Russell is coming up on S4, which has some good confluences with it. Prior day is right there. It's prior day high or prior day low. Prior day low is just above S4. And S4 is running through a demand zone as well. What 30-minute demand zone from the 30-minute time frame. So Russell at S4 looks to be a good play there. If we could get down there and get some price action back to the upside, some strong price action back to the upside. So yeah, we're looking at S4 for now on Russell at the open. Let's look at Dow. Dow is an outside day as well. and a lot of selling pressure on Dow. So we're looking for S4s, 5s, and 6s on Dow. And our first stop would be S4. Same situation, similar situation to Russell. We have prior days low here. We have a demand zone here. Ideally, price would come down past prior days low, pass our S4, get into this demand zone before turning around. So we'd like to take a close look at S4 here if it gets there with Dow. Let's see. Crude. Crude right now has a lot of bullish momentum. We've already surpassed R5. It's definitely an outside day for sure. And we are heading for R6.
Yeah,
This
that'll
may
be
be
interesting.
our first R6 trade here. Um, with these Camarilla levels. We just
Yeah.
introduced R6 about 2 weeks ago, and it wouldn't be the first signal, but maybe the first one that we've actually gotten a chance to take a trade on. So we'll watch
And it, and
R6 here.
it is fighting in that supply zone right now too.
Yeah,
So
yep.
looks like it's about to bust through it, but we'll see.
Yep. So R6 is in play for oil. It is an outside day, and gold. Um, Gold is very bearish as well. It's already passed its S4, which is a fresh level, has not touched S4 so far today. And very big demand zone below that. I mean, it's like an ocean. Uh, I'm assuming this is a daily demand zone. Yes, it is. This is a daily demand zone here below S4. I would think S5 is the stronger play for oil. I mean, for gold, I'm sorry. S5 here, prior day low is right there as well. Um, yeah, with the way gold moves, it's so trendy. I'm probably gonna wait for it to come down to
Yeah.
S5
Yeah.
before and these are big bearish candles just blowing through S4 anyway.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'd probably wait for it to lose some steam at S5 before looking for a reversal here. All right, guys. So S5. So do you want me to take a look at Euro as well?
Sure. Yeah, might as well.
All right, Euro will be the last one, guys. Let's see.
Same situation as gold, really.
Yeah. It's at S4 right now, which has prior day low on it. Touch it. It just touched S4. It just does look like it's respecting S4 for now. We'll take a look at it. We'll just keep an eye on it. But S5 for sure looks a lot stronger with that demand zone down there. 4-hour demand zone down at S5. And yeah, especially with Euro here, you have these previous lows right here. I'd like for price to come below these lows, sweep out these lows before heading higher on S4. So if it stays right where it's at now and gives us a signal, I would probably shy away from that. I would like it to come a little bit deeper into S4, preferably S5, before looking for a trade.
You know the joke about day trading, right? What is it, Soul? Tell us. I'm sure you're going to tell us.
Soul Fiji. What's the joke, Soul?
All right. You good? I'm going to switch back over.
Yeah, I'm good.
All right. Let's switch back over. Want to make 1 mil, start with 2 mil.
I mean, yeah. I like that.
I mean, yeah, listen. Technically, trading when you start is very hard. You're definitely going to take your lumps for sure. But not to segue into what we're doing here, but that's kind of what we're trying to do is help you guys eliminate some of those bumps so that your account goes the other way from the jump, right? Now, what you do on your own outside of these live sessions or whatever, that's kind of that's on you. But no, that's funny, man. But yeah, anyway, guys, if you're just joining us, I'm Tim. This is Steve. To my left, Alpha Flow Trader is our indicator suite of indicators. We built them for ourselves first and foremost as a way to obviously to make money, but as a way to just make decision making easier, right? Because there's a lot of stuff to take into account if you're going to trade properly. So we put them into an indicator for ourselves first. Have been using it for a long time. Started sharing it with friends and family, and started sharing it with the public. I guess this is week 3 now. So that's what we're doing here is just demoing the tool. You'll see us live. Everything you see we'll break down trades as signals appear, and we'll you'll watch us either take them or avoid them, and learn why we did either. So yeah, so that's what we do. And oh, the live. Hey, so appreciate the live, man. Yeah, we're not, dude. We're not. I know there's a lot of people. We're not TikTok gurus. We're not trying to sell you a Discord or crazy courses or anything like that. We just literally just two dudes that day trade for a living, regular dudes that created our own indicator to help us, and just really believed in it and just saw the benefits, and we were like, you know what, let's start putting this thing out there. So that's what we're doing.
All right, so we got some other breaking news as well. The Resistance Front and Iran have set their agenda to completely block the Strait of Hormuz and activate other fronts, including the Bab el Mandeb Strait. So looks like we got some escalation going on this morning, which should dump the markets, or at least raise the price of oil, and I would say prematurely dump the indexes because they've been pretty strong. They
So
like
let's
to
see,
take these news very, with
and
a
that's
grain
going
of
to
salt
take
before rallying.
that might help us get oil up to R6 there.
Yeah.
So yeah, so already a couple pieces of breaking news this morning, financial news that's moving the markets, moving oil up and everything else down. And Steve was just mentioning, you see here on the screen, ES, the S&P and NASDAQ both tumbling at the moment, and crude rising. So what is gold doing? Gold tumbling with the indexes right now as well. So gold just came through its pre-market low. Like I mentioned earlier, everything you see on the chart is our indicator. So this line here where it says pre-market low, that's all automatically drawn for you, all your key levels: Asia high low, London high low, prior day, prior week, prior month, all of that automatically drawn on the chart for you, as well as these supply zones, right? Because nobody wants to get up early and have to go search for supply zones and manually draw them every morning or every night. So our tool just automatically and dynamically does that for you, and just helps you gives you a lot more context to the structure of the market at that time when you're thinking about taking a trade. So yeah, so right now, kind of just waiting, sit and wait. Steve went through kind of the areas we were looking for. S4s on NASDAQ and NQ here. Similar for Russell. Dow's already below it. Or sorry, Dow's already similar for Dow. Russell's already below S4 now. Looks to be heading towards S5. S5 is a Camarillo pivot level, guys. Just institutional levels. They've been around since 1989, and it's a big part of our strategy, right? Pedro, what's up? Yeah, and now we're looking here at gold. Similar, gold just came down. It's reacting around this pre-market low area. Just tapped this big supply zone, this big daily supply zone that's drawn out down here on our tool. Euro looks like it's already kind of moving past S4, so we'll keep an eye on that. Natural gas kind of just chopping. I don't know if Steve, we didn't even really look at natural gas, right? But it is an outside day, so that means these S3 levels will be off the table. Yep. Bitcoin, we're not even really going to look at. Bitcoin's just a bum. Just don't like the way the price action works for intraday trading right now. We did once upon a time. All right, so crude's starting to turn around a little bit, and the index is starting to turn back up a little bit. So buyers definitely came in there. You came and swept out, came through S3 and then swept out the pre-market low as well as prior day low. So swept two key levels right there on the S&P, and you see the move back up after that. D, what's up?
Russell is the only one that's currently in play at S4.
Yeah, so we got Russell here. Yeah, Russell, and I don't know. It really seems like Russell and Dow. There's some nice rejection there, but I could see them coming lower too. Yeah, we'll see. Kev Steady, what's up? Guys, if you're just welcome, or if you're just joining us for the first time, I'm Tim. This is Steve with Alpha Flow Trader. Alpha Flow Trader is our suite of indicators. You can get the information at alphaflowtrader.com. We're not indicator salesmen, guys. We built these indicators literally just for ourselves to make money and our family and friends, but have in the last 3 weeks or so gone public and are sharing it. So everything you see on the screen is built in our tool, happens automatically. You don't have to do anything except enter or exit a trade. You see all the context and structure around it, and you'll see signals Let me find an example of a signal here for you guys. So you look back here as a signal overnight here, 3 a.m. London Open. You see what the signal looks like. If it's long, it's going to be green text, obviously. It gives you the grade. This one was graded as a poor. Probably would have taken it, especially where it was relative to price at the time. But if you scroll over that, then it's not just an indicator that's going to say, oh, buy, sell, and just gives you a bunch of triangles both ways, right? We're actually giving you confluences, and we're actually giving you guys confluences. And you can hover back over any past trade and see the information on that trade as well, right? So we're now, and here's a good example of gold. You see is flashing. Yep. So gold, see, notice it's yellow, guys. We don't enter. So we're trading on the 5-minute time frame. You can trade on any time frame, 5-minute, 2-minute, whatever, 15-minute, whatever you want to do. The signals work well on all of them. We trade on the 5 minutes. So what that means is, see this candle just, this candle started flashing. It's yellow, so it's not red or green, which means it's not a confirmed signal, y'all. But it is flashing, and it's telling you why it's flashing right there in the tooltip, right? But 4 minutes or so left on this candle before it confirms. We will not enter a trade just because of a flash. It's got to close and confirm that signal for us. So we'll watch gold here for a moment. That said, with gold having that huge demand zone below it, I'm not sure I would level long there. Anyway, what do you think, Steve?
Yeah, it was flashing a strong. Now it switched to weak.
Yeah,
but it did wick the edge. I mean, I still prefer to
it
come
tapped
lower.
it.
It wicked the edge of the demand zone, but that edge, I know it's hard to see, but there is also a prior week's low at the edge of that demand zone.
Yeah, so, right there.
Yeah, prior week's low and the edge of the demand zone, and now it's coming back up. So it might be one of those trades where if it stays good or strong, maybe
yeah, all right,
worth taking a shot at.
All right, we'll look at oil. Remember, guys, it's a Monday. We have news at 10 a.m. as well.
That's right.
Yep. So Monday's typically a slower day. A good chance to sort of just think about, really just take more time looking at the different markets and the different indexes. But and then we also have the ISM data being released at 10. So we, watching the news, watching for those data releases is super important, right? You don't want to enter into a trade within a few minutes of those releases, right? Or, I mean, if you're scalping, I guess it's a little bit different. But for us, where we depend on maybe 5, 10, 15, 20 minutes to get through a trade, just risky when you take those trades around news releases, right? So yeah. But just joining us, Tim and Steve, just two regular dudes that day trade for a living, created our own indicator for us to make money, to use for us to make money trading, and then as of about 3 weeks ago, we said, you know what, let's launch it to the public, and that's what we're doing every morning. Just demoing our tool. And I want to say something really quickly too. So I just mentioned to scalpers, I said if you scalp, it's a bit differently, but so another way our tool, so we don't use our tool for scalping. It absolutely can be used for scalping. Let me find a good example. So if you notice these candle color changes, right? So if you see you're in a bearish trend and you get a bit of a fight, so you see orange. So ours, we keep it really simple. The candle's orange. If you're, even though this candle technically would have been a green candle, we keep it orange because that shift is still active and you don't want to get faked out, right? So we just remove the red and green. If you're in orange, you're seeing just mostly it's an orange day, right? You're seeing way more orange. Look what happens. You see a little green, you see a market shift indicator, it changes colors. You can scalp that all the way down until you see the candle color change again. You see it happen again. We go green. We're around this key level. You see another market shift triangle pops up, letting you know a shift is happening. You can scalp again. And again, another short green, market shift scalp, market shift indication. There's another scalp down. And you see here the opposite scalping up. Now, I probably wouldn't take the scalp up being it was so bearish. If I'm scalping, I'm just scalping with the trend, right? But yeah. So for scalpers out there, you absolutely can use this. We don't brand it or market it as a scalping indicator, but it absolutely can be used as one. And let's look over here at gold and see what it's doing. It's still showing weak. Minute left.
It's going to be with the amount of ticks that is to stop 155 on a micro. That'd be half risk. One contract on a micro is $150. I'm probably going to take it as a lower risk trade. One contract, one TP1. Actually,
yeah, TP1.
I may aim for TP2 actually.
Yeah, I think it's yeah. We'll see. We'll see what happens here when it closes. Right, yeah, it's flashing as weak now. Is that what you're seeing?
I'm seeing good still. Reversal good.
That's weird. Yeah, I still see
what QT says though.
Oh, yeah, I see it on TradingView.
TradingView is good.
I have weak.
QT doesn't show the previews.
Same thing happening on Euro, guys. You see the signals flashing. Looks like this one will close. That's a big stop loss for me now. I'm not sure that I jump in it. I'm on the mini contracts right now, so if I
Yeah, you'd be up.
yeah,
That's a lot.
that's a big, big trade. So I'm not looking to start my Monday morning going opposite of the trend. Yep, I see it closed as a weak signal on mine. Steve does have it strong. I probably just have it setting off from his, but either way, we both have a signal of a confirmed trade. Crude just battling here at its pre-market high. Dow and Russell still looking pretty weak as far as the indexes go. You see ES, NQ's maybe the strongest right now. You see ES starting to curl back down a bit as well. So NQ maybe the strongest of the indexes right now. And yeah, there's a gold and the euro active trade off the signals right now. So we'll see how those play out. But me, the mini contract, my first trade of the week,
Yeah,
I just wasn't. Yeah, it's too big for me to take, and I didn't feel good enough about it. Not seeing the signal on QT. Duran.
On his, he's talking about Quantar.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Duran says not seeing the signal on QT, so it's got to be a setting.
Yeah, it's probably a setting Duran. I've got one that's labeled as good.
BB Cal, what's up? Kenneth, what's up? What's up, guys? If you're just joining us, Tim and Steve with Alpha Flow Trader. Alpha Flow Trader is our indicator suite that we built just for ourselves so that we could make more money trading and just make it easier on ourselves. And started sharing it with friends and family a while ago and have launched it to the public about 3 weeks ago. So that's everything you're seeing on the screen, every key level, this volume session area, all of that, these supply and demand zones, all built, all just automatic out of the box with our indicator. Just really makes life a lot easier when you're trying to look for confluence and context around trades. Crude's starting to maybe going to close above that pre-market high. It'll be interesting. I think we're really interested if crude gets up here to around 93.63. Granted, it's kind of being pushed by news at this point too, so you always have to take that into account. But I think we'd have to be, especially given that it's just been bearish lately. I think, and I don't know if we get there. We'll see. It may not make it there because it's at the top of its value area that's forming right now. ES chopping around, indecisive right now. You see some down wicks, some up wicks. NQ still looking a bit stronger as far as the indexes go.
Yeah, are they diverging again this morning? Let's see. Yes.
You got
NQ is just up right now. Oh, yes, they're both running the same. But yeah, NQ is definitely stronger of the two this morning.
Yep. And you see it's battling around right here in the middle of everything. It's just above the 21 EMA right now. ES, the S&P also fighting with that 21 EMA, that yellow line you see coming above VWAP, fighting with the EMA. Same with NQ right now. NQ is already closed above it. We'll see what ES does here. Blow that up, make it a little easier for you guys to see. There you go. All right, let's see what that gold's doing. Gold just fighting. Gold is fighting. So you see a signal. I did not enter off the signal A because the grade for me anyway. And also, just it was too big of a risk. It would have been too big of a stop on mini contracts, right? If I was on micros right now, I probably would have taken it with smaller risk, just the same. But I didn't want to start my Monday that way. And I see this demand zone down here as well that it did tap. It did tap it, but that's a big demand zone down there. Also drawn out by our tool. You see, this is auto DZ. That's auto demand zone. The D stands for daily. That means that's on the daily time frame. So a higher time frame demand zone of that size. So Euro and gold kind of both doing the same thing, just feeling bearish. ES and NQ right now, kind of the two that are sort of hanging on, like maybe trying to get up. The other markets looking like they want to come down. Dow and Russell, you see on the screen. Russell and Dow starting to fight a little bit too.
Russell's flashing.
Yeah, you saw it just popped up, it's flashing us wrong, so that just tells you to watch it. Yeah, so Des, what's up? What's up, guys? So yeah, Tim and Steve, just two regular dudes that day trade for a living using our own indicator we built to make our lives easier, and now we're just sharing it live with the public. You can get all the information at alphaflowtrader.com. You can also find the information in our bios on all of our social platforms, which are at alphaflowtrader. Live on TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, and X every morning for the morning New York session from say 9-ish to around 11-ish. Give or take, just depends on what's happening. That was Russell, I'm assuming. No, Russell.
No signal on Russell yet.
No signal on Russ. Okay, yeah, it came back down. All right, gold fighting. Gold is fighting right now. It's so you see it's right at its newly formed POC there. It did come down and tap the pre-market lows. It did tap this demand zone. This euro trade you see was a quick one in and out, and we wouldn't have taken that trade either. Yeah, that was a quick one, quick reversal candle, and that was down. That's what I said, and it just the trend was bearish. So that's another thing to take into account too, guys. Is we trade reversals, which are inherently going to be riskier, but the reward is there. And but you know, anytime you're going against the trend, you just always have to take that into account. Look at the other indexes, look at the other markets when you're making those decisions to enter or not enter a trade. Trying to follow the comments over there.
Oil's still pushing up, inching up towards that R6.
Yeah,
so
that's going to be interesting. There. I think I'll go ahead and just set an alert up here at R6 for oil, right below it, just in case I'm not looking at it when it gets there. And we'll see what happens there. So, but other than that, I mean, these things are ES and NQ are both nowhere near where we would trade them at this point. So it'd be a waiting game there regardless. Same with Dow. Russell, sort of, kind of, but have to watch it. It has respected this S4 level that we trade already. We'll see what happens again. It does seem like it wants to tap it again. So Dow, ES, and NQ, they're nowhere near where we would get in yet. Gold is in an active trade right now. Euro out of one for a loss. We did not take it. And natural gas and Bitcoin, nothing. And as a matter of fact, we're just going to pop this over because I'm not even tired of Bitcoin for now. Just move that off for a second. And there's the oil we just mentioned. If oil can get up here to this 93.63 area, we'll start looking for shorts there. ES and NQ showing a little bit of strength now.
Russell's starting to flash as well.
Is it? Let's get back on Russell. That's the closest to anything. Yeah, Russell flashing again. Remember, guys, when it flashes yellow, we wait for confirmation. So that candle has to close. You see it flashing right now with about 2.5 minutes left. So we'll see what happens there. Monday morning, guys, we got news and 13 minutes. So be mindful of that. We do not typically want to be in trades when the news is released. So we'll see what happens there. And that's the ISM data release at 10 a.m. this morning. Cristobal, what's up? All right. In the meantime, as we wait for some stuff to set up, if anybody has any questions, man, just feel free to let us know. You can drop a question in any of the chats on YouTube, TikTok, or Facebook. We'll be happy to answer it here live. You can also DM us or email us at info@alphaflowtrader.com, and we'll be happy to get with you. All right. What's that gold doing? Gold just fighting. Gold is just fighting. Fighting right along with the indexes. A little bit of volume picking up there on ES and NQ. You see coming down there. Decent candle. All right, yeah, they're just fighting. Guys, Monday morning with some weird news. Already 2 news releases this morning. One that Iran was not going to engage with the U.S. as long as the Israel stuff, basically saying, we're going to stop talking to you guys until you get Israel in check. Is basically the gist of it. And what was the second one?
I think it was just follow-up news to enforce that as well.
Okay. So yeah, so the news this morning, right around market open was that Iran was cutting off talks for now. And you see the way the markets reacted to that right here. And they're now kind of unsure, which is kind of par for the course lately with this conflict. Oil, though, is sure, as you can see, since that news came out, it based a little bit up, base, up, right? So, and we're getting pretty close there on oil.
Yeah.
We're within a few ticks of where we might start looking, but it's
Yeah.
looking real bearish right now, or bullish right now. Joey Joe, what's up, man? Appreciate the follow, dude. Appreciate the follow. Crystal, what's up? Appreciate the follow. If you have any questions, let us know, man. ES and NQ still chopping. We're just two regular dudes that day trade for a living, man. And we created this indicator that all the stuff you see on the screen is all out of our indicator, including these signals that it gives you. We just created it for ourselves to make lives easier when we're making trading decisions and obviously to make money. And then as of about 3 weeks ago, we decided we're going to share it with the public. So that's what we're doing. We are sharing it with the public. You guys are seeing everything we do live. We trade both funded and live accounts. What you see on the screen here is live cash account on another machine. To my left, I have Quantower loaded up with our tool as well. Copy trading several funded accounts, right? And speaking of funded accounts, go ahead and throw it out there now. Buellnox.com. Steve, you want to throw it in the comments? I'll pin it. Buellnox.com, Buellnox.com. If you head over to Buellnox.com today, I believe it's through.
Yeah, I'm gonna look that up now.
Yeah, I think it was June 3rd or something, maybe, or it's the 6th. But anyway, if you head over to Buellnox.com now, we have a promo code that's all caps Alpha Flow. All right, so promo code Alpha Flow, all caps, that will get you through the 3rd. Okay, so from now through the 3rd, you can get 89% off of a Buellnox funded account. How much are we starting with, Joey? So, is that so? A little clarification. So, how much do we start our trading accounts with, or what are we starting with, like risking on the day, or what? Oil has blown through R6, which is crazy, y'all, because R6 is extreme level. Now, that doesn't mean that $93.60 a barrel for oil is extreme, because that's kind of on the lower side lately, but it's extreme in that it's not reached a difference in those levels since I don't know when. So I want to start day trading, so I need an idea of how much I start with. Okay, good question. So you can start a day trading account, especially if you're just trading micro contracts, which are really cheap. You can start a day trading account risking only one micro for $500, man. Honestly, $1,000 if you wanted to, and just risking one micro contract per asset and making sure that you stick to your stop loss. You can definitely grow from there and grind it up. What I would honestly suggest is, we were talking about prop firm accounts. Get a prop firm account, so that way you're spending, with our discount code at Buellnox, you'd spend $20 for a prop firm account. It gives you $50K in simulation to play with. You have to make $3K before you lose $2,500, right? And then once you do that, you get a live funded account, and you can now actually start making payouts off of something that you started for $20. So honestly, that's where I start, is trading prop firm accounts. If you're new, and of course, you can always just download TradingView and do paper trading on there as well with micro contracts to get the gist of it. But yeah, you can start your day trading account with for micro contracts, especially. That's the beauty of micro contracts. It's entry level for everybody to get in and try it, right? So, whatever amount you feel comfortable with on there. But prop firm is a good way to start. You have some skin in the game still, and you can actually get live payouts. But cash account, micros, you can kind of go low. I think way back when this is only for futures. Yes, so yes and no. So our suite of tools works for futures intraday trading, but you can also use it for you can go look at it on individual. So once you have it on your chart, you can load it up for individual stocks. You can load it up for just about any type of trading that you're into as far as the futures markets go. But it's not necessarily just for intraday, right? You can use it for swing trading. You can also switch over, like I said, and look at individual stocks as well. We don't market it as a stock trader right now, but I can tell you that we've been looking at the data, and it looks really good as far as using it to trade individual stocks as well. It's just not what we do.
The strategy itself, Joey Joe, does work for equities trading, stocks trading. We use it for futures trading for sure, but it does work for crypto, for equity trading, forex. The strategy itself does work from market to market.
Oh, it looks like that gold got stopped out there.
Yeah, your intuition was right on that one.
Yeah, yeah. So I avoided this one just because you see the stop loss there for me. What with my risk right now would have been 1,500, and it was too bearish for me to take a shot on that one, especially with this demand zone here. Steve went really light risk with a micro contract, so just to get his feet in the water. So, and if I was on the micros right now, I probably would have done the same. I probably would have done the same too, but just too much risk there for me. So that's one of those ones where you avoid it and you feel good, and that's something too that if you're new trading. Like, how did I know to not feel great about it? Well, because our tool drew this demand zone down here for us, and it told me that it may want to get there, and it's there now. I also had the S5 level down here, prior week down here. So yeah, so that's like the tool is just as good as getting you into trades, is also helping you stay out of trades, right? Oil's on a rocket, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it was real strong right now, especially off that news that we got. It looks like it just looks like they're blocking the
Clobello, what's
strait
up?
again, and I know we had some attacks overnight. Both the U.S. and Iran did hit their targets last
It's
night,
the
I
weirdest
believe.
ceasefire ever.
Yeah, yeah, right. So
It's a ceasefire with a few rockets here and there. But yeah, crude climbing up. We were looking for it to get, and I go ahead and delete this alert now. It's made it there. We were looking for crude to get up here. I did not deleting. There we go. To this R6 level 93.63, because that would have been it's an extreme for now. It doesn't mean the price is an extreme generally, because we know we just came from up here a couple weeks ago, but for recent days and recent trend, it's absolutely an extreme right now. So we'll see. It may very well get back up to $100, but we'll see if it does start to reject this R6 level and start showing me some bearish moves here to the other side of this level. I will definitely look for a short there still. And the other markets just and we got 4 minutes till news, guys. So we'll see. Maybe this news drops and we get a bit of a shift one way or another. We got 4 minutes and the ISM data drops, and we'll see what happens, and then we can start looking for trades. Because right now at this point, 4 minutes till news, I'm not getting into anything anyway. Crude maybe, because it's not shouldn't ISM wouldn't really affect it, right? So
yeah, this crude level looks interesting.
yeah, that's why I keep going back to it.
94.72. If you scroll all the way to left, a lot of area above 94.72 to where it could possibly reach for some liquidity before coming lower.
Right there.
Right above 94.70, right in that area.
Yeah. Yep. And there, guys, that's a good example too. If you look back, you see our signals. This is obviously I've now condensed everything. Signal there, signal there. But yeah, so that's a way that you can, if you just want to go back and look at, say, man, let me look at the trades for the last several days. It's called, or last couple days, whatever. You can absolutely do that. Just scroll back, hover over, and see. Look at them and say, hey, would I have entered that trade or not entered that trade, and why? So yeah, so now we're looking at crude. So what did we say? That was 94, where 70.
94.70 is where
94.72 or something.
We've got some liquidity.
So I'll go ahead and I'll just go ahead and just draw a little line right there as well. Put a little line there. And why? Because we just scrolled back and looked further back, and yes, we have R6 right here, which is extreme. But as we know, the oil was up here just not long ago. Yeah. So at this green line that I just placed here, there is some liquidity there where it has rejected already. So it would be awesome to see it come down here and continue down through. We'll see. Tony, what's up? ES and NQ right now, we're going to just watch them while this news releases in 2 minutes, a little less than 2 minutes. Yeah, we'll watch them and see. Right now, looking pretty bearish right now. We'll see if this news has any effect. If it continues and pushes them down, maybe we get down here to this level on S&P that we've been looking for, around 75.69 for a long, or down here on the NASDAQ.
Yeah, Russell's dumping pretty hard, and usually inflation data does affect Russell.
Yes.
The only thing has to do with interest rate hikes or
Dow
and interest rates will affect the Russell.
Yeah, those small cap companies on the Russell are much more affected by interest rates and things of that nature than obviously the tech stocks or the blue chips, even of the Dow, because you see Dow right now diverging from
Yeah, that was
from
doing its own thing.
yeah, Dow's doing its own thing, diverging from Russell. Russell is the other index is looking bearish right now too. We've got let's see how much time, about 10 seconds till this news release, and we'll see how the markets move. All right, here we go. There it is. Let's see. All right. A little unsure there, a little unsure. So, guys, the 10 a.m. inflation data just dropped. And what the numbers look like? Better.
Forecast was 53, actual was 54. So PMI's up.
So inflation up.
Yeah.
All right.
It's been steadily rising. Previous was 52, forecast 53, actual 54.
Let's see. And let's see how Russell, looking, there's some selling pressure there. Dow doing the same thing as NQ and S&P, just sort of reacting right now. It's definitely looking like
we also got news earlier that the ECB, which is Europe's version of the Fed, is forecasted to raise their interest rates by 25 basis points, to combat inflation. And so our inflation
and you see that, and you see the moves down on on euro too.
Yeah.
So that makes sense. The big bearish move on euro. All right. So right now it's fighting. All right. It's undecided right now. So the market's undecided on how they want to react to this news right now. There was some selling pressure. Now you're seeing some buying pressure. Let's jump over to oil real quick. Oil stalling a bit, kind of what we were looking for. And back to the ES and NQ now looking like they're now reacting positively. You see we've got a potential market shift when the candle color changes. Of course, there's 20 seconds left on the candle, but this could be a market shift candle here. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Russell not as optimistic. Obviously, Dow. Oh, sorry, that's gold. Dow kind of still doing its own thing. Russell unsure as well with the other indexes, and Russell's kind of been with the other indexes all morning, but not as much volume. So there we go. So you definitely have a market shift candle there off that news, which is kind of not what I was hoping for. I was looking for that trend to continue down, because now we're we're looking way up here to get to these levels before we would short it, and there's a lot up here to short off of. So it is what it is. That's how it goes.
That oil candle, that news candle for oil just came and took out a bunch of damn.
For oil?
Yeah. See that wick?
Yeah.
Came, swept down, take out all those stops and continuing upwards.
NQ well below VWAP here. You see VWAP is this blue line we have here on the chart. JGS, what's up? ES right now fighting to get back above VWAP. So let's see here. That's kind of a crucial kind of, you see 1, 2, 3, 4 candles in a row. It's been fighting with VWAP. So for the last 20 minutes here, we've been fighting VWAP on S&P. Let's see what happens. Jesse, what's up? If you guys are just joining us, I'm Tim. This is Steve to my left. Just two regular dudes that day trade for a living. We created our own indicator to help ourselves just make decision making easier on trading, and obviously to make money trading, and have started sharing it with the public as of about, this is our third week, I guess. So yeah, what you're seeing, everything on here is from our indicator. You're not seeing any signals right now because it hasn't called any. You are seeing the candle color changes. That's based on our AI telling us that market shifts are happening. So if you're a scalper, you could have definitely wait for that color candle change, scalp down, right? Especially if you're going scalping with the trend. You could have done that several times here to make money. So yeah, so that's where we're at. Slow morning Monday. It's kind of how it goes. Monday with news and data releases. So yeah, it's going to be one of those days, I think, but we'll see. Lila, what's up? Or Lopez, what's up?
Still watching oil here. Gold seems to be slowing. I like gold for coming down to S5 now.
Yeah.
Euro's heading for S5.
Gold and euro, yep, both heading down here, continuing their bearish trend. Dow just doing its own thing, really trying its best to fight, still staying above VWAP. Russell, of course, coming down well below VWAP. Hopefully, maybe get down to this S5 level. We'll see. Jesse, appreciate the follow. Appreciate the follow, Jesse. Let us know if you have any questions, man. We'll answer here.
Bipolar Bitcoin just hit TP2
Golly. So, and guys, y'all saw me earlier.
It took a loss on the first attempt. On the second attempt,
Yeah, you see here. Let me slide this natural gas over.
Old bipolar Bitcoin.
Yeah, you see here, guys. There's an example of one of our signals. First one lost on Bitcoin. The next one hit TP2. And there's your confluences of why we didn't take it, but our signal did call it. You see, just within 10 minutes, it hit TP2.
Appreciate the follow, Jesse.
All
right, so oil with back-to-back monster wicks, man. Normally when you see that, you just want to hop in. Close your eyes and hop in.
What you talking about?
Oil. Look at those two back-to-back.
Definitely looking like candles you want to short there.
Yeah, then when you see that, you want to just hop on there.
Well, yeah, but like you said, though, we got this 94.70 level up here where that liquidity is. Let's see what happens, though.
Yeah.
So you see R6, oil's already past the extreme of extremes. We were looking for shorts here. I just manually drew this line here. Everything else is just automatically out of the box with our indicator. I drew this one here just because looking back, there was, this is a liquidity area at right around 94.70 where price has came and rejected already a few times.
What's interesting is I have CL, I have both CLs open on Quantire and TradingView. I do not see those two long down wicks on Quantire at all. They don't break. I don't see any wick that break past R6 at all on Quantire. But we see two of them on TradingView.
Yeah. That's weird. Same contracts, maybe different contracts.
Yeah. No, price is same. R6 is in the same spot.
Yeah, that's strange. Yep, NQ and ES just chopping, just basing right now. Dow starting to get a little bit of selling pressure. It's been the strongest as of late. Russell unsure still. Inflation data definitely affects those markets, Russell specifically. Euro and gold continuing to come down.
Jesse,
gold fighting a bit.
I'd say when you're first starting out, I've noticed that a lot of times people want to get into day trading because when they first start out, they actually start out winning. So they may start out as oh, this is easy, you know. You may rate it like damn 2, 3, 4. Oh, it's real easy starting out. But after your first losing streak or after your first loss, man, it definitely becomes a 9, 8, 9, 10 category of
it's all mental
day trading, man.
yeah, say that to say, man, it's all mental. Like the biggest part of day trading is psychology and just having discipline and being consistent. How hard is it to follow this strategy? Not hard at all.
Oh yeah,
that part's not hard. The problem is people start trading and they try a million different things. Right? They try, like they watch a million YouTube videos. We trade very simple strategies, man. Supply and demand, support and resistance, and volume session, value area. Right? So stuff that people have been day trading on since it started. But I think the hardest part by far, day trading is easy, man. Like just, understanding the chart and entering that part can be easy. It's the psychological part that's really tough because you take some losses or especially when you start out, if you're kind of you don't have any direction or anybody helping you, no mentors or anything like that, then you can go a lot of different directions and just try to overcorrect, constantly overcorrecting and trying. But it's all about just consistency, sticking with strategy. If you stick with the same strategy and you enter the same methodology all the time, it doesn't matter if you lose 4 trades in a row because you're based on your data, you're probably likely going to win the next 5 or 6. That's just how it goes. So it's just it's just a numbers game. You go with the probabilities there. And Jesse, you can go to our website, alphaflowtrader.com, and we have a learning section that starts off very, very basic. So you can start there just learning about what is futures, what are the contracts, what are the ticks, what are the instruments we trade. There's a really good article on prop firm trading and why that's a great way for new traders. So a lot of resources there to help you. And of course, you can always reach out to us at info@alphaflowtrader.com or just DM us on social or ask these questions here, whatever works for you, man. But we do appreciate the questions.
Oil is flashing a weak signal here.
Yeah.
And it's probably going to confirm as well.
Yeah, it's gonna be a tough call. Let's see what the other markets are. Oh, I'm on the 2-minute here. Why am I on the 2-minute on ES? Let me get back on the 5. Yeah, confirmed weak signal. I might take a little short here with a short stop.
I was going to wait for it to at least close below R6.
Yeah,
close on the other side of R6. Your traditional Camarillo signal.
Yeah, Jesse, no worries, man. We're not like most of the guys you're going to come across, the big YouTube streamers. We're not even streamers or TikTokers, man. We literally just created this tool for ourselves to make us money trading, and we were like, you know what? We're doing it anyway. We might as well just share it. Everything we do is we're just regular dudes, man. We're not trying to tell you can get rich quick or any of that. But I think I may enter this trade.
A bit of a discount right now.
Yeah, just because I know I've got that liquidity there. I can just set my stop above it. If it happens, so be it. Then it's going to continue.
Where would you put it at?
I'd probably slide it to like 94, 72, or 3, or just somewhere above that line we drew out of liquidity.
Okay,
yeah. Just because if it passes there, then it's we'll see. Yeah, I'll go ahead and enter it. Actually, let me look at another quick look at the other markets. When I see the S&P coming down like that, it's tough because typically when they're coming down, oil's going to want to go up. See if I can get another discount entry here. We got a high volume node forming right now.
Hey, look, got that tail there.
Yeah, I'm taking it.
What is it telling me?
Why am I not saying? What are we doing here? Bugging on me. All right, there it is. I'll set my stop right there. All right, just a little 1-to-1. Looking for a little over 1-to-1 there. Keeping in mind that there is a liquidity area here. Probably, that's one where we were talking about waiting for it to get there, but that's all right. Let's see what the other indexes are doing. NQ and S&P fighting a little bit. HD, what's up? Duran, oh, you in there? Okay, cool. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, we're in it. Screw it, man. Ride with you, man.
Yeah. We'll see, man. We'll see. And I'm kind of wondering too. Should I make it lower risk and just put my stop above those highs versus even all the way up there at liquidity, or would you think just leave it at that liquidity?
I took the apps stop at 94.32 just to give me a shorter risk to reward.
All right, yeah, I like that. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. That might be one where I slide. We'll see what happens.
So TP2, you see where TP2 is at 92.46. I'm probably going to ride it down to 90. I'll take off a couple contracts at 93.08, but I'm going to be out by 92.75.
92.75.
Yeah, just above that high volume node.
Out completely?
Yeah, and point of control.
All right. All right. So there, we got this oil trade happening here. Let's look at the other markets. Got some buying pressure on the indexes here at NASDAQ and S&P. A little bit on Dow as well. Russell still wanting to come down. Russell still just seems like it wants to stay bearish for the day. Gold coming up. Euro starting to battle a little bit as well. Let's see what's happening here on crude. All right, well, we're in here waiting to see what happens. First trade of the week for me.
All right, that's a good sign. It's closed below R6.
Yeah, and that's probably where we would have entered if we didn't enter early. That's probably we would have entered now anyway. Yeah. So
see what else we got going on. ES still around central pivot.
Yeah.
NQ still hovering around central pivot.
And ES just it's been struggling with VWAP. It's just can't decide if it wants to get above or stay below it. And why do I care about S&P when I'm in an oil trade? Just because typically, especially in times like now, or even just generally, if you see, for example, if the S&P starts really just diving down, then oil's likely going to be going up. And obviously, we don't want oil to go up right now, right? We want it to go down. So, right, I'll put it at the app stop right there as well.
Gold still hasn't.
Yeah, what's gold doing? Yeah, gold started to try. It looks like it, came back up, touched that pre-market low again, and is definitely looking like it wants to reject off of it. Let's go.
Yeah, well, we just hit TP1, guys. Sliding my stop to break even. Got some volatility going on here with oil, but this should be a break-even trade for. Did you move your?
I only have one contract, but I went ahead and moved my stop to break even just the same. Yeah.
Well, that was a crazy looking candle, but.
Yeah, and matter of fact, now because of that, I will. Now that I'm risk free, I'll go ahead and pull this up a bit. All right, so yeah, risk-free trade there, guys. Billy, what's up? Risk-free trade on oil now. Let's see what the other markets are doing. Just chopping and fighting still. NASDAQ and S&P. Dow starting to get some sellers right there along with Russell.
Oh my God, that wick came within 2 ticks of my
TP2.
My TP2. That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that was a weird candle. All right, so we are break even on this trade. Cannot lose any money on this oil trade right now, so that's a good start for the week. And we are, and keeping in mind, guys, we're going against the trend here, right? You see, it's a bearish trend. We reversed it because of our key levels and our signal, and so we are reversing against the trend, and it might get stopped out here at break even. We'll see.
Yeah, it took me out of the trade. I hit TP1 and now.
And I'm out for break even there.
My entry.
All right, so yeah, so a TP1 off the reversal there, and then slid our stop to break even for a break even trade there. Rome, what's up? And I'm good with that because, as you see, we were 100% against trend there. That said, I would look. Hey, Brittany, what's up? That said, I would look for, especially if we can get back up into this area, I would definitely maybe look for a second attempt there.
Yeah, if we definitely get back above 9, we've got to go past 94.
Yeah,
70, what it was, 72, 73 for me to. This oil's got a lot. We got too much negative news right now, negative war news
for oil to sustain a move down, right?
And probably the smart thing would have been to get out everything at TP1.
Yeah, I thought. Yeah,
we have so much news, just biased towards the long.
Yeah, they're literally talking about it while we're in the trade about how oil's pumping. So, but no, it's all good, man. If you were in that for TP1, you just made some money there. So, At worst case scenario, you broke even, but you should have taken money off of it at TP1 if you had multiple contracts, and you're out of there with your first winning trade of the week. If you're with us anyway, if you're taking the trades we're taking. Russell still looking just bearish. I do like Russell down here at this S5 28.79 for a long there potentially.
Yep.
Um,
Dow's finally starting to turn around.
Yeah.
Dow I really like at S4. That's the one. And since it's showing
58.13,
showing a good amount of strength. Definitely stronger than Russell. Russell's down 1.14% right now. Dow's only down 0.2%.
yeah.
NQ and ES are down about the same. So yeah, I think I like Dow at S4.
Yeah,
we can get down there
right here, especially if it gets a little tap into that demand zone right there.
Yeah.
So Dow at S4, we'd look for longs here around 58.13, 50,813, and then on Russell here down around 28.79 as well. Look for longs there. Already a short here. You see profitable 620 break even, 620 on TP1, then break even on the second contract off our signal here at 10:05 and hit TP at 10:15. So 10-minute trade there for 620 win. There's another win there on Bitcoin that was called earlier as well. Another 10-minute win on Bitcoin. We don't trade the Bitcoin a lot, but we do have our signals on it so they can learn from it. All of everything that through our AI and our indicator signals all goes back. All the results go back to our machine learning database so that it's constantly learning and getting smarter based on what trades that it fired off, what won, what lost. So constantly learning, the tool's constantly learning and getting better. Yeah, so that's one thing that's really cool. And I think that's one thing that our price point too is much different than competition. Like you're not going to find somebody with true machine learning that gives you all the context and confluences, several tools in one for anywhere close to what we do it for. And that's because we just wanted to help. Like we legit wanted to just help people not become indicator salesmen, right? This is just the same indicator we use that you just saw us use to take our own trades. So it's not something we are not literally using every single day ourselves.
Right. Yep.
Bad Fitness, what's up? Jennifer, what's up? But yeah, so good start to the week, man. Good start to the morning there with a little oil short. And Steve did actually jump into this gold earlier. I did not, but like I said, that's only because I was on mini contracts. And you see, it just immediately went the other way into this demand zone now, and it's sort of fighting back up. But if I was on minis, I probably would have taken it a low risk trade. I just was on the vice versa. I was on the mini contract, and it was just too big of a risk for me for my first trade of the morning, first trade of the week. Yeah, oil looked like it is stalling a little bit, so we'll see what happens. Already took some money off of oil this morning, so it's got to do something great again for us to look at it. But it's setting up for, like I said, we drew this liquidity line here that we just manually drew that. But
yeah, setting up to head higher, huh?
Yeah,
especially with that last candle that actually got us out of the trade.
Yeah, that was
big. Looked like a liquidity grab to me.
Yeah. Yep, for sure. And there is more liquidity here to the other side up here at this green line here that I drew. So that might be an area where I would look. Yeah. If I see it really reject there, then I would maybe look for a short there. But already won off the S6 or the R6, sorry. ES and NQ really just been chop city ever since right at 5, really since market open. You see here's the market open candle, and it's just hanging out here, and this is why this is a volume session profile. I mean, you see the value area that it wants to stay in, and so the value area is almost formed now. Usually around 10:30, we consider it pretty well formed. And you see where price is staying. There's a reason why this is part of our strategy, guys, because when price gets outside of it, it wants to get back to it, right? It gets up here, it wants to come back to it.
Yeah, historically, price normally trades 70% of the time
within that range,
within this value area, and that's what we're witnessing right now.
I will say NQ and ES now both looking pretty strong above VWAP, where that was a question there for a bit. kind of tapping this 21 EMA right here now on the S&P. NASDAQ definitely already cleared both the EMA and the VWAP, so NQ looking maybe like the strongest right now as far as the upward trend.
NQ is slightly green on the day.
Dow and Russ continuing a little leg down. It looks like they want to. Also, just, you know, again, also look where price is for Dow, just sitting inside the value area. Where's price for Russell? Sitting inside the value area. So yeah, you see the value areas in play right now. Gold as well. Gold has a much larger value area, but sort of fighting around more towards the bottom of its. Euro right in the middle. Natural gas right in the middle all day. Bitcoin pretty much in the middle all day, even though it did have a TP2 winner right here, called off our signal. But also oil or Bitcoin just sitting there as well. Neil, what's up, man?
Yeah, if you guys or any of you guys are still in that oil trade, I would, especially short, I would definitely be out by now. If you didn't get out at break even, I wouldn't even wait for it to hit your stop loss. Get out of oil now. It looks like it's getting ready to make another leg up.
Yep. All right, what time is it? It's 10:26. So far, one trade since market open. Was the gold one before market open, wasn't it?
No, it was after.
Oh, okay.
After market open, yeah.
Jacob, what's up? Yeah, I got out TP1. Smart move, Duran. Smart move.
All right, there it goes.
Yep. And let's see. Yeah, and the other market's coming down, oil going up. All right, let's see what happens when it gets to this liquidity area here. I'm gonna go ahead and zoom up a little bit, get a little more view there. As you see, guys, already one signal here, hit TP1, and then move the second contract to break even. But I'm looking to see what happens, or we're looking to see what happens when it gets up here to this area right here, because that is looking back. I'll show you why. You see right there, you see where that line right here, this liquidity right here. That is why we drew that line manually. All right. Oil on the screen. Katie, what's up? Oil on the screen right now, guys. We already just took an oil win on a short, TP1 short right there off our signal. It's now pushing back up. Looking to see what happens when it gets around this 94.71 area, 94.70 area. There's definitely some liquidity up there that it could grab. You're not going to see anything off our tool with it. That's just a looking back manually and just seeing that this is a liquidity area, and just a area of liquidity.
Yep.
So right now it's in its low volume node at the top of the value area, so it's kind of at its value area high now, and this low volume node. So we'll see if it pushes through that. Jay, what's up? So yeah, if you guys took that oil trade, pretty good trade to start your morning there. And we're seeing it now continue upward. So other than that, man, there's not much happening. Dow and Russell, Russell potentially could be our next setup down here at 28.79 if it can get to S5, or Dow right around here at 50,813. ES and NQ have a ways to go. They're just chopping in their value area, so they're not really even on watch right now. So you got Dow and Russell. Russell probably the closest. Dow also being watched. Gold potentially down here if it gets to 44.61 in this demand zone. Would definitely start looking at that. Could take a while though. Natural gas and Bitcoin not interested in, and then oil, of course, if it can reach this liquidity area up here. So yeah, if you're just joining us or for the first time, I'm Tim. This is Steve. Alpha Flow Trader is our indicators that we built for ourselves, right? So we built it for ourselves to use to make our trading lives easier and to make more money trading. And then as of about 3 weeks ago, started sharing it with the public, and that's what you're seeing. Everything, every supply and demand zone, every key level you see marked out with lines. This whole entire volume session, area that builds and goes on throughout the day. It's all our tool as well as this signal, right? So there's the main part of the tool. You see the signal, you see the grade, you hover over it, it tells you about that signal. In this case, you would have taken that signal and hit a TP1 right here and then been out, or if you had one contract, you're out, or you could have gone break even on your second contract, which is what we do. So, because at that point, we're not going to turn a winning trade into a losing trade, right? It's just crazy. I know everybody has different strategies with that, and that's where you just kind of have to have your own. Yeah, it's look it barely, since we were in that trade, it's barely gone past break even.
What happened?
No, that oil trade. If you see where it where it stopped back out at break even, it hasn't really passed that area again. And we'll see. And you see, guys, it's been a long move up for oil. This is the news candle this morning, and oil just didn't stop. It did base here for a minute, for 15 minutes, and then just continued. So it was up for 15 minutes, sideways 15 minutes, up for another 20 minutes. And it's very well could be seeing the same thing right now. Although we did see for the first time a market shift to the bearish side for the first time on oil this morning. And you see oil has now shifted back to the bullish side. So if you were a scalper, you already see this huge trend up. Then you see a bit of retracement here where the market shift candle color changes. If you're a scalper, you absolutely could have waited for this green candle here for basically just wait for the color of the candle to change, enter your scalp wherever you want to. I would probably just place mine right up here around these highs, just a really quick scalp. But yeah, Lee Amber, what's up? What's up? Welcome, guys. Welcome. So yeah, we're live on YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, and X. It's at Alpha Flow Trader everywhere, except for X. It's at Alpha Flow Trades. Just two regular dudes that day trade for a living and created our own indicator to help us. And we're like, wow, this is awesome. Let's share it with the public. So that's what we're doing. Everything you see, like if you just joining us, you missed us. We just were in the trade off our signal. We took a short here on oil for TP1, a reversal signal. And yeah, so that's where we're at for the day. Cameo, what's up? What's up? Gabe, what's up? Yeah, but we're not TikTokers or YouTube traders per se. We're just guys that wanted to make it easier to make money. We built something for ourselves that we decided then to share with the public, and that's what we're doing. But you guys can absolutely, we don't ask for gifts or anything like that. You can obviously go to our website, alphaflowtrader.com, and get one of our products to help you trade, and then join us in the lives and trade with us. Or honestly, you could just like the live, share it, like some of the posts, share it. If you know traders, just share it with them, because we really are just like a trader's everyday trader's trader, right? Like every man's man. Like we're not trying to sell you dreams or get you to buy a course or any of that other stuff that you're going to find when you watch a million other trading creators, right? So it's not what we do. We just trade. We take our own live trades, and you guys can trade with us or just watch and learn. We also do have an affiliation with BuellKnox.com. BuellKnox.com, you right now can get a prop firm eval account for 89% off, I think, through the June 3rd, our promo code. The promo code is Alpha Flow. And Steve, I think, is going to type that in right now, and I will pin it because I forgot to earlier. But yeah, and what you're seeing on the chart right now, Messiah, what's up? Messiah Smith, what's up? Jay Killer, what's up? All right, so there it is. I will pin it. Yeah, so you see our BuellKnox promo code right there. You go to BuellKnox.com, select your option 150K account, and then put in that code. Make sure that you apply that code after you put it in. It gets wonky sometimes. You have to really make sure you apply it and see the price change. And you can get that prop eval account for 89% off right now. And what I'll do too, I think I'll work on tonight to get a banner, just where that banner just stays at the top of our screen, so people can always see it. Well, I'll put one with our website to learn more, and then one and one for the BuellKnox promos.
Yeah.
Like I said, guys, we're not TikTokers, man. We're just regular dudes that day trade for a living. You see oil on our chart right now. Why? Because it's the last trade we took. We just took this oil short here for TP1. You see that it automatically sets your stop loss. It moved it to break even after it hit TP1, right? But you see this, the stop loss, the TP levels, all of that, everything you see on the screen given to you out of the box with our tool. So it just really makes it, really just does make life easier, makes the decision making a whole lot easier.
Yeah, Dow. Kind of just watching Dow right now. Heading towards that S4 now. Some momentum.
What are you talking about, Dow?
Yeah.
Let me pop over there. Sorry, I was. Oh yeah, yeah. Dow's starting to make its little continue its move down. It looks like same with Russ. So we might get a setup down here at S4. That might be a nice one. You do see this demand zone right here as well, right below it. So you got the S4 level at 58.13 as well as this demand zone below there. The S&P still chopping inside its value area. Same with Nasdaq. Nasdaq sort of getting towards the top of it. The S&P near the closer to the bottom. Gold is chopping with the indexes as well. So yeah, the next two closest trades likely Russell or Dow here. So we'll keep an eye on those, as well as keep an eye for oil to maybe tap this liquidity area up here and think about that one.
Did oil
It's
break
just
past our previous high yet?
no.
Still actually made
Equal, yeah. That's why I say that was yeah, yeah. That trade, yeah, technically it definitely turned around on you, but it never did even make a new high. So doesn't matter. It was a win either way. And that's a cool thing too. You can hover over and get your information. So any of the, so it just tells you right there what the hit would have been. But yeah, looking like it's definitely maybe this is a new liquidity area forming. We'll see. The S&P got, you see some selling pressure there. Nowhere near where it needs to be for us, which this is a good level for the S&P down here at 75.69 because you see the prior week's low or whatever that is right there with it. So if the S&P does make it down here, then that could be a good long opportunity as well. We'll see. Right now, a weird morning. Obviously, it's Monday. Monday's already kind of wonky anyway. And then you had some news, news out of the Middle East this morning that Iran was going to cut off talks for now. So you saw the indexes go down. Oil went up, is what you're seeing on the screen right now. Oil started to move off that news right here and just continued. There's been no conflicting news to that yet. So the other market's sort of unsure. Oil was definitely sure it wanted to go up, and it did. And it looks like it may still continue. And then you had the inflation data this morning as well.
Yeah.
So you had the ISM data at 10 a.m. So weird, wonky Monday. So you got Monday to begin with. Then you got ISM data. Then you've got the war news. And it just makes for an unpredictable day. Not that any day is predictable, but it makes it a lot more less predictable, I should say.
Same as the usual for the last, how long has war been going on?
I know,
4 months?
Yeah,
it's supposed
man.
to be 4 weeks.
And we were just saying last week. Remember, we were just saying Friday. Yeah. We were just saying Friday too, how that, you know, with the ceasefire and the memorandum of understanding or whatever they call it, going back and forth, that you started to see some bullish moves. And I was like, oh well, you know, if this is actually holds, which I don't know why I'm shocked it didn't, but I for some reason I thought it might this time, at least for a bit. I was like, man, we're gonna get a nice clean week of just bullish trend that we can reverse off of, and
nah, we're back to the same.
Not so fast, my friend. They said not so fast, my friend. So yeah, guys. Monday, you got the Monday weirdness already, and then you've got some war news, and then you had the ISM data, which all combines for just a really weird day on the markets.
Mm-hmm. Should be a good. Well, I don't know about good, but definitely a volatile week. We got some news coming up the next couple days. Today was ISM. Tomorrow we have Jolt's job openings, which is always another good one that moves the markets at 10 o'clock. And some more ISM services on Wednesday at 10 o'clock. So a lot of stuff happening at 10 o'clock on 10 a.m. Eastern throughout the week. So just be wary of that, guys. You're going to see a lot of crazy action the first 30 minutes to an hour of each market open this week. We've got 1040. So we'll see if we can squeeze at least one more trade out. Keeping an eye on Dow and possibly maybe another attempt at oil. We'll see.
Yeah, Dow, and we got Dow here coming down into a supply zone near its support 4, and then Russell with a nice clean level here at S5.
Let's see what Russell looks like. Yeah, Russell's approaching S5 as well. Waiting for Dow to take out this the low from the open.
The value area low.
Yeah, that candle, the opening candle made the range for the opening low, and it's right there. It's just
close. Yeah.
What if it does take that low out, get past that, then we should be clear to hit S4.
All right, guys, if you're just joining us for the first time, I'm Tim. This is Steve. Alpha Flow Trader is our indicator, our suite of indicators that we built for ourselves first and foremost a long time ago, just for us to make decision making easier and just give us a lot of context on the fly to enter trades, and then give us intelligence on those trades afterwards. And then as of about 3 weeks ago, we started sharing it live with the public, and that's what we're doing now. We had already taken the one trade here, the short off of oil earlier. You can see the previous signal. You hover over it, it gives you all the information. We took that short there to a TP1.
It's flashing a week.
And it's now flashing a week as well. Weak signal. So yeah, so you're sort of seeing it in action, and it's flashing. That's why it's yellow, because if this was a confirmed signal, this text would be red, right? But nothing is confirmed until you see the time frame. Whatever time frame you're on, doesn't matter if you're on the 1 minute, 2 minute, 5 minute, whatever time frame you're trading, you just need to wait for a confirmation, meaning that candle needs to close, and you need to see the signal change to either green or red. All right. Not really complicated. Des, what's up? Hey, Des, we appreciate the follow. How do I get into this, Des? So a couple ways. One, I would say, and it's going to sound like I'm just pitching our website. Go to our website, alphaflowtrader.com, alphaflowtrader.com, and just go to the learning section. Honestly, go to the learning section, learn what are futures contracts, what is day trading, how do prop firms work. And once you've done that, and you have a little bit of just a basic, tiny bit of knowledge, then you can start looking at things like paper trading. So on TradingView, you can open a TradingView account and paper trade, which means you're just trading simulations, so you can see how markets work, learn how the candles and price action works. So you do that. You read a little bit first, then you paper trade, and then I say you get a prop firm account. So you get a prop firm evaluation account from somebody like Buell Knox, and then you're only paying like $20-$30 for the prop firm account, but you can actually earn money on that, right? Because they're giving you sim money. 30, you make 3K before you lose 2,500, and you can now start earning real money off that account without putting any of your money in it. So those are where I would start, learning first, then just learn how the charts work on paper trading, and then get a prop firm account. And then, but also, and this is also going to sound like I'm just pitching us, but just rock with us on the mornings. Check out our content. Come join our lives every morning. You will see exactly how we trade, how we look at trades, but more importantly, you'll see how this tool, the tool that we sell, we do sell something, guys, as a tool, but the tool that we sell marks all these levels out for you. So all you have to do is wait for one of these signals, right? Which that signal just went away. So you see this last signal, it pops up, it says reversal short, gives you the grade. You hover over it, it gives you the information. And we already took that trade to a win. So you can also start backwards a little bit and just get our indicators, throw it on your TradingView chart, and start learning how it calls trades. Because as you see, when it calls trades, you're going to be able to look back and be like, okay, I see it called one here. Why? Or I see it's looking to call one here. Why? Right? Yeah, Des, it's fun, man. It's a lot of fun. It's a great way to make either full-time income or supplemental income. It's not hard, man. I mean, it is hard. It's psychologically really hard. That's the hardest part. But I think that as far as just learning it, and if you get with some good people, whether it's us or somebody else, and you just learn, just follow along with the lives, watch how we trade. It's something that I think everybody can learn it. Like, it's not hard to where, when I say it's not hard, I just mean anybody can do it. That is true. Anybody can do it. You just have to have discipline, man. You just have to have discipline. But yeah, alphaflowtrader.com. You can email us at info@alphaflowtrader.com directly. We'll get it and reply to you, whichever one of us sees it first. You can also DM us on any of our socials, man. As long as we're not on the live, we'll reply back to you. If we are on the live, you can just ask questions like now, and we'll answer it for you. But yeah, just start with like, what is day trading? We have an article like, what is day trading, or what is futures trading? What are the different contracts we trade? All that kind of stuff. It's very basic. If you have any questions though, man, we enjoy helping you guys out, man. So just let us know any questions. And definitely follow us. Definitely follow us if you did follow us. Okay, yeah. Follow us, and you'll get notifications every morning we go live, and you can come trade with us. We are going to start doing some Asian sessions, which will be in the evenings, maybe say around 8 p.m. Eastern too, because we just realized it's, so many people are at work, and that way you can see how the markets work in the Asian session, make some money in the Asian session, and then and not have to worry about it if you're not available during the New York session Monday mornings, or Monday through Friday morning. Michael, what's up?
They give us a signal there. It is a poor signal for me. Do you see one on?
I do, yeah. I'm not messing with it. I don't think I am. I mean,
no. Even the candle that
it
formed.
It's not. Yeah, not messing with that one. Already got the winner here, as you guys can see. They enter and exit here for the oil trade we already took. The Thomas family, what's up? Joey, what's up? What time is it? We got about 15 minutes till 11. I do not see anything happening on NASDAQ or S&P. Dow and Russell, we are waiting for it to make its way down. Russell here to 28.79 and the Dow to 58.13. And it looks like maybe it just cannot. Yeah, you said, Steve, man, it's really struggling with the opening low.
Yeah.
Like really struggling with it. We'll see. It looks like it wants to here. Let's see if it does. So we're talking about here, guys, this right here at the bottom of this value area. The opening low right there. Dow is really struggling to get back below. It's very close. We just did.
Mm-hmm. If we could, you'll see it accelerate towards S4.
Yep, there it is. It's doing just that. So let's see. Yeah, we'll look at Dow there. Nappas, what's up? Yeah, and Des, we're not like I said, we're not like these YouTube gurus. We're not trying to sell you courses or anything like that. We're just using our own tool that we made for ourselves and doing it live. And then if anybody wants the tool, obviously you can get it. But or you can just join with us and trade live as well. Madison, what's up? All right, so Dow did finally break that previous low, and it just does not want to stay below it yet. So we'll see. Snooze fest still on S&P and NASDAQ. Same with gold. Same with euro. Same with natural gas. Same with Bitcoin. Bitcoin did have a winner already, though we didn't take it. We don't trade Bitcoin like that. ISO Ismofall. Ismofall, what's up, man? Appreciate the follow. Let us know if you have any questions at all about what you're seeing on the screen with our tool or what we do and how we do it. We're just two regular dudes that day trade for a living and created a tool for us to help us. And then after a while said, you know what, let's go public, because we see the value in it every day using it ourselves, right? So
yeah, Russell's getting pretty close to S5.
Yep. So we'll start looking for longs around here.
Oil trade stopped out, and it's still pushing higher.
But it's just chopping. It's still not making new highs, really.
Yeah,
it's just chopping. And we did not take this one, guys, because we already took a profitable oil trade right here just a little bit ago. Just scanning the markets, guys. So my first screen here is NASDAQ and the S&P, ES on the left, NQ on the right. You see them just fighting inside the value area. My next screen that I check is going to be my Dow and Russell charts. These are the two that may be the closest to a trade for us right now. Then gold and euro, both of which just chopping along with those other indexes. Same with natural gas and Bitcoin. And then crude, which we already took a winner on earlier and did not take the second call just because it's so bullish and we'd already taken a winner. So So yeah, we'll just stick with the Dow and Russell right now, just as they're the closest um, to any areas that we trade. Right. So we don't chase trades. We don't scalp. We wait for setups, and then we evaluate those setups. We use our tool to help us evaluate those setups, and then we look at them and decide if we're entering or not. That said, as I mentioned earlier, you can absolutely use our tool for scalping. Very simply, when the candle color changes, that means a market shift has occurred. You also see a little triangle there. So look, you're in a green, mini little bullish move. You see it switch back to orange. You enter a scalp move. You bang it. Then you see what? You see it switch to green. Same thing. Bang and scalp move. Switches back to orange. Bang and scalp move. So these little market shift indicators, the triangles, and when the color candle changes, you can absolutely use that to use our tool to scalp that way. It's just not how we personally do it. But you absolutely can, and you can make some money doing that as well. Just be mindful of the key areas that you're around in the overall daily trend and that kind of thing. All right. Yeah, just watching Dow and Russ. Watching Dow and Russell, and we'll see what's up. See if they come down right now. They're just really, really just. I mean, honestly, they seem they while they are bearish and continuing to see small moves down more so than the other indexes, they are just chopping right there along with them too.
Yep.
You know, just in a different area.
Yeah.
You know, so all the index is pretty choppy right now. Yeah, all the index is pretty choppy.
Yeah, I think the only ones we're anticipating signal on right now is Russell and Dow. I prefer Dow over Russell, and yeah, oil. I think I'm done with oil unless it gets up to this 94.70 area.
Yeah, yeah. It's oil is I mean, it's definitely there's been no conflicting news to make it want to make a move back, right? So you have to assume it's going to climb a bit. Sitting around 94. We started the day oil pre-market at 89.20, and we're already up about $5 a barrel just on since the market opened. Yeah, so we'll see what happens there.
Yes, it's just no action on ESNQ today.
No, it might be a no trade morning anyway. Could also set up for an afternoon move, right? Which we'll make those call outs here in just a bit. But the only two that I see likely of us taking live with you guys before we get off of here is probably going to be the Dow or Russell here. S&P and NASDAQ are just not. It's going to take some time to get where they need to be. We've already taken a crude trade for a win. So yeah. Crude still unsure. We'll just watch Dow and Russ for a minute. When did the finals start tonight?
Wednesday.
Wednesday.
Go Knicks.
Yeah, well, I guess go Spurs. Yeah, I always like the Spurs organization just because they're just such a class organization, and they just very quietly just reeled off championships after championships. Yeah, you know, so always had respect from them, even back to the Tim Robinson or David Robinson days.
I like Greg Popovich too.
Coach Pop was just a great dude, man. Yeah. He's such a player's guy, man. Such a player's coach. So that'll start up. What else are we doing sports wise? College World Series going on. I know not a ton of. It's not as big as the NBA Finals, but for us, man, the Dogs are looking good, working their way into the Super Regionals.
Really?
Go Dogs! Yeah. So hopefully heading to the College World Series.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, they already won the conference title and the regional title.
Nice.
So Super Regionals start, I think, tomorrow. Go Dogs, and and the Braves obviously kicking tail right now as well. We're based in like Metro Atlanta, so Steve's a New York guy. I'm pretty much an ATL guy, ATL in Toronto as well. Back and forth between Toronto and ATL my whole life.
Appreciate the follow, guys.
Kind of a little slow right now. Just waiting to see what the Dow and the Russell 2000 do here. they're definitely working their way down. You see it's making lower lows, but it's just struggled to get past the low of the day, the opening low. And it's still struggling to do that. So similar with Russell, you see here. Russell, of course, has made it past its opening low, but not past its value area. Russell's just struggling with the value area low there. Did oil finally make a new high? It looks like it. Yeah. Gold is chopping. Gold did come down a good bit this morning, y'all, and then it did make a move, a little retracement, and then finished a move down, and just really basing right now, which I'm thinking it's going to base and continue down. But also got this massive supply zone or demand zone here on the daily time frame. So S5 on Euro looks pretty good just because it is also in a 4-hour demand zone.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
So that would be a good one. S5 on gold, S5 on Euro potentially. Dow and Russ we just talked about. Red, what's up?
Oil still grinding.
Yeah, oil just grinding up.
Now this is how I'd like Dow to approach S4. Not damn.
Yeah,
all that selling momentum.
Yeah, boom, huge
It's
candle.
Like
yeah,
grinding its way into it and kind of slowing down.
Yeah.
And that's how you'd like to see any of these assets approach a key level when you're looking for a reversal. You want to see it just kind of ease its way into that level rather than damn slam into it. Same with Russell. Russell doesn't. It's got a downward trend for sure,
but they're definitely easing into it.
Yeah, it's taking a while to get down there.
It's creeping down. Edu, what's up? Yeah, it's creeping down there. But yeah, I could see a setup here, guys. Could see a setup hopefully in the next few minutes. If not, we'll give you guys the call outs for the rest of the day. Our call outs anyway, this is not financial advice, right? We'll give you our call outs, the trades we're going to be looking for, setting up the rest of the day. Oil getting kind of close to that liquidity area we drew out there at 94.70. We'll see what happens there. Like I said, nothing happening on ES or NQ. NQ definitely looking stronger, but not really anything happening on either of these instruments right now. Already took the crude, or like I told you guys, we already took this oil winner earlier. We entered right here, right here at around 10:05, and then 10 minutes later, you see my entry. There's my entry, my sell marker, and there's my buy marker getting out of the trade. So winner there on crude. That's all we've taken on the live so far. Yeah, so just waiting. Just waiting. ES and NQ are nowhere close, so we're really just watching and waiting for Dow and Russell. Dow getting a little bit of buyers right now. Russell still just really been kind of doing its own thing bearishly all day. But Russell really struggling with that value area low, as you can see. It just keeps tapping it right here. Taps it, taps it, taps it.
Yeah.
That was actually the first test of the well, I guess no, because that was previously, but the first test on Dow of that sort of expanded value area low. You see Dow here was the opening candle low there, and you see Dow really struggled with it for a minute, and then it did come down below and start to turn. And with the way Dow's looking right now, I'm not sure we're going to see it before we get off here, but we'll see. It's going to probably do this for another minute or another candle or two, and then continue. I believe we're just bearish until I see some conflicting news saying that, oh no, everything's fine, we're pieces back on.
Mm-hmm.
I see these markets just continue to grind down probably.
Yeah.
And oil grinding up. Okay, oil did tap our liquidity area.
Let's see where oil's at right now.
Literally tapped it.
Let's see.
Where you see we drew the green line right here. That was just a manual line. Everything else is from our
Yeah.
tool, but we just drew that area.
Over.
It tapped it and rejected it, and that's why we thought that was a strong area.
Yeah. Yeah, let's see what happens. Yeah, tapped it, rejected it. Let's see what happens.
And guys, you're not going to see a signal from our tool on there because it's not looking for liquidity sweeps, but we're just saying one appears like one may have happened, and that's why Steve called it out earlier. We marked it, and it just swept that liquidity area, and now has rejected it. We'll see what this next candle does. Given the news, that liquidity area may not be enough to hold it down, but we'll see. If you're feeling gambly, if you're feeling gambly, that's one you might look at. NQ is interesting. So, ES and NQ definitely. Maybe ES is just late to the party and it's about to start making the same kind of move. But you look at NQ, it's just been diverged and just kind of slow grind up, while NQ or ES was slow grind down. So I'm wondering if we're going to see those two. I'm sure we will see those two converge at some point and come back in the same sort of pattern. What's that oil looking like? All right, it's about to tap that liquidity area again. Let's see what happens.
S3 area for ES does look kind of good, but it is an outside day.
Yeah.
That's respecting the S3 area.
Yep. And it looks like crude did barely tap that liquidity line that we've marked up there again.
It looked like it's made equal highs. Maybe is it? Yeah, about equal highs right now. Dow's coming back down.
Yeah, everything is really kind of choppy right now, guys. As you're seeing right here on NQ, NQ is it's grinding slowly, tiny little candles moving up. ES was doing the opposite, kind of coming down. So yeah, just really choppy. Dow did make some nice clean moves down. Hopefully setting up for another move down. We'll see. Same with Russell. Gold really just doing the same thing as the S&P today. It's running with the ES as well. Natural gas just chopping in its value area. And there we got another sweep of that liquidity area there on oil. So it's going to be interesting to see. I think we're going to see a move one way or the other based off all that liquidity there.
That area right there.
Yeah. Yep, so we'll just watch crude here for a second. We're also watching Dow and Russell right here to see if they can get down.
They're so close, huh?
Yeah.
So close. Our Russell's so close to S5.
Yeah.
Dow's right there.
No, but Tino, Vico, what's up?
Dow's looking like he doesn't want to get there though.
Yeah, it definitely does not seem like it wants to right now. Russell, I think, will get to its first. And oil just rejecting. See this green level that we drew out here. Yep. This liquidity line that Steve called out earlier, going back historically back, I don't know how many, day or two. There was a nice level of liquidity here at 94.70. So that's why we just kind of manually drew that line. Everything else you see, every other key level that you see on the chart is all automatically out of the box with our tool. these supply zones, the supply and demand zones, the value and volume areas, all of these different Camarillo levels, as well as your prior day lows, your prior week lows, your Asian lows and highs, your London lows and highs, all of that just out of the box with our tool. Makes it really easy. Looks like Bitcoin had another winner that we don't. Yeah, so Bitcoin's had back-to-back winners.
Yeah.
As you see here, you see our signal. It's a poor signal, but you see there's the reason why, and it hit TP1 already.
Back-to-back poor winners
On Bitcoin, yeah. But yeah, then we enter the next one, and
yeah.
It's business as usual for Bitcoin. That's why we don't really trade it like that. What time is it? 11? Should we go ahead and jump into the call outs, man?
Yeah, let's go ahead.
All right, I'm going to switch over to Steve. I'm actually going to use the restroom real quick. I'm going to switch over to Steve's screen and let him start with the call outs. All right. Should be have your screen on TikTok now and everywhere else.
All right, guys. Let's start with ES. See if we have anything potential looking up. So at the beginning of the session, I've already marked out what we were looking for on ES, and it's still same levels are in play. S4, be interested. Definitely in S4 is a little bit more realistic for it to get here today. I do like S4 as it lines up with prior weeks. This level right here is prior week's low. So S4 looks good for ES. At the price point for that is 75.69.50. And if we do rally and get back to these upper levels, R4s would definitely be interested in R4 as you have R4 and prior days high level all lined up there at R4, so that looks good as well. Let's go with NQ. NQ, I previously marked out our R4 levels at NQ look good. Have a couple of things going on there. You got Asia's point of control. Last night's Asia point of control runs right through R4, as well as London highs and this supply zone up here, which looks like a 15 or I believe that's a 15-minute, 4 hour, I'm sorry, 4 hour supply zone right here at this area. So R4 looks good for NQ as well. Let's go with Russell next. Russell, we've already blown past the S4. What we're waiting on is S5 here on Russell. We're waiting for price to get down to S5, and we'd be looking for a reversal there. Dow, same thing. Dow and Russell, we're both waiting for price to get to this area. This area here before we start looking for a reversal. I do like S4 because we have our demand zone just below it. And Dow looks to be making a move before we even get there. But we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Maybe it'll hit this supply point of control and drift back down and before we get a move back up.
What do you think? Holy shit, why you got so much stuff open? Hey, exclusive. That's a good question. It's not. It's one indicator, dude, and each one of those is just your key levels, your prior day highs and lows, your London highs and lows. The blue area is you're seeing is your volume, your value area high and low, and then the green and red shaded areas are supply and demand. It's all just one indicator, as well as the signals that it gives. It's all just in one. Yeah, so we do not have much. It's literally all one indicator. And then there's an example of the signal. So you see on Steve's screen right now. You can hover over it and get the information you need off the signal as well there. Valid question. Juan, appreciate the follow. Let us know if you have any questions. Yeah, it's all just one indicator, man. Those are just it's supply and demand zones, it's support and resistance lines, and then it's your previous key levels, highs and lows from the different sessions and weeks and months and stuff. So it's literally just one tool, and it all just out of the box works that way. And then when things line up the way you need to, it'll give you a signal, tell you if you should take that trade. It'll give you a grade for the signal, and then you can personally use all that other stuff you're looking at and say, oh well, based on these other levels, is how much do I love the signal? Right?
Yeah, yeah. All it is just a bunch of key levels, man. Key levels that we trade off of on a daily basis. Resistance
Oh, he said, Tim, where's
levels.
your mic in your pocket? My bad. I appreciate you, friend. It's not in my pocket, man. I was coming in on Steve's mic. I forgot to put my mic back on after I went to the restroom. My bad.
Oil. Let me see. I was on oil. Oil right where it's at. We're at R6. We've already gotten one trade off of R6. Hit TP1. It gave us a second signal that got stopped out pretty quickly. Uh, yeah, I mean, right in this area is where you'd be wanting to look for shorts on the oil. So it looked like it may be setting up or to give us another signal. Um, but yeah, I'm done looking for shorts on oil today. So
Yeah.
I don't have any recommendations for oil. We've gotten our hit off of it. I'm done with oil for today. Gold. Gold, the S5 level that I pointed out earlier is still in play. Um, that's interesting. Are you on my chart right now?
Yeah.
Wow, I don't see. So I'm looking at my chart, but I have a big demand zone um, running through here, but you guys don't see it on your chart. Look at that. Isn't that interesting?
On what?
Look, this is all green. This is all green shaded.
What chart is that?
Gold.
Oh, gold. Let me look
That's
at
the
gold.
one that I'm on right now. That's the one that you
Uh,
have. Is that your chart or my chart?
no, it's your chart, and I have it too.
But I wonder why it doesn't show it on the. Oh, actually, yeah, it does. It's just my
It's
colors
just
off.
it's just
My
really light.
colors
Yeah,
off.
yeah, it's
Yeah,
just really
my
light.
colors off.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, but yeah, gold S5 in the demand zone. That's where we'd be looking at for gold. And euro. If you guys trade euro for our forex guys, S5 down here uh, is where I'd be looking for reversal. S5 lines up nicely with a demand zone, a 4 hour demand zone. And yeah, that's it for our call out. So really the only two main items or two main ones that I'd be interested in for the rest of the day would be Dow at S4 and Russell at S5. I prefer Dow over Russell if we get there because Dow's been stronger most of the day anyway. Yeah, that's all I got for call outs. Well, we got about 15 minutes till our stream is done. Let's see
See if anything gets there.
if anything gets there. Not looking good at the moment.
You want to go back to the Dow and Russ charts or Dow? Yeah, never mind. Yeah, it's climbing now.
Yeah, that's what I said. Nothing realistically in the next 15 minutes.
Yeah, likely nothing happening.
Looks like our signal engine is exhausted with oil. It hasn't given us another one.
Yeah, oil's starting to base a little bit. I'll tell you though that that liquidity line that you called out earlier,
they respected
it. Respected it 100%. Yeah.
That'd be one of those reset your limit order right there at that line and hopefully get wicked in. See what we're talking about, guys. It's respecting this area right here.
All right. Yeah, I guess I'll go ahead and jump back on here. Switch these screens here real quick, guys. So yeah, so the only trade so far this morning is just that oil trade that we took, the oil short that we got a win on earlier. Other than that, it's just been a weird Monday morning. Between it being a Monday, some of the news coming out of the Middle East, and then we had the ISM inflation data that was released at 10 as well, and it's just created these, what you're seeing here, just a really choppy day, right? Dow been made pretty good clean moves down, a couple retraces, and then another move down. We'll see what happens here, but Steve was just calling out we needed to get that back down here. Same with Russell over here, and right now they're going the opposite direction. Gold really running with the S&P this morning. We're really converging with that. Natural gas and Bitcoin. Bitcoin already 2 winners on the morning. We did not take either of them off our signals, but it did call 2 winners already this morning.
And right at five after the hour, we got another breaking news headline that the probability of a ceasefire between Iran and the U.S. is ending is high if attacks on Lebanon do not stop. Iran state media reports.
Was that just now?
Yeah.
So yeah, and that's Israel bombing Lebanon. So yeah, that's basically what they said earlier this morning. They said until we see them, Israel stop bombing their allies, then the ceasefire is going to be at risk. But like I said, it's not. Has it really been a ceasefire? I mean, they bombed each other yesterday. Mm-hmm. So like, I don't know. So like I said, so calling it a ceasefire is a weird thing to begin with. But you guys see oil right now on my screen. I did enter a shame trade off of that liquidity area. Did you? Yeah, yeah. I forgot I was on the screen showing it. So yeah. So typically when I enter off signals or off strategy, I would say, which isn't really off strategy, it was just a liquidity sweep. And yeah, but you see it in an oil trade right now there. But we're not going to talk about that one just because it was not based on our signals or our strat. And yeah, that was just so Steve was over there doing the run through. And I was like, let's just try this one out real quick. But yeah, I do like that I see the other markets starting to, it doesn't bode well for our getting to our levels we're looking for the longs here, but starting to see the markets come up a little bit.
You're looking good on that though.
Yeah. Yeah, the oil trade not looking too bad right now. It's just it's these equal lows here. I just need to, if we can get past those equal lows, then I'll go ahead and get out of there. But yeah, nothing on ESNQ, nothing on Dow and Russ, nothing on gold or euro, and nothing on natural gas. Bitcoin did have 2 back-to-back winners, as you can see here. We didn't take either one, but our signal did call 2 back-to-back winners on Bitcoin this morning.
All right, Dow. So Dow and Russell both got up to their VWAPs, and we'll see if they're just testing VWAP to head even lower. Still holding structure. Yep, both are still holding structure. Let's see if we can make a lower high and head for a lower low. Oil trades pumping lower.
Is it? Oh, there we go. All right. So yeah, guys, this was not off of one of our signals. It was off of market shift, which you see the market shift candle color change there, and it was just based off this liquidity area here that it was at. But at this point, I'm not going to lose any money on this trade because it was what I like to call a shame trade. Yeah. It wasn't off our strategy, it wasn't off a signal, but it was off this liquidity area here. And honestly, the move might have been even to go a little bit bigger size, scalp it and get out really quickly. If you're a scalper, like I said, and that's why we don't really scalp, because then it does throw off what you're doing elsewise. otherwise, right? So your risk to reward and your R's and all that stuff. But right now it looks okay. And I think I'll just, since I am just going to scalp it now, I'm just going to take it back to this R6 level. So I either make 510 or I lose nothing at this point on that trade. All right. All right, guys, one last time around. If you're just joining us, Tim, this is Steve, Alpha Flow Trader. Just two regular crazy things. I took the week reversal signal on crude based off of that, and it's looking okay. Yeah, if you're in, you see mine on the screen right now. Up to 10 right now. Still got a ways to go to get to my TP, but
that's right. I do see it on QT.
yeah.
I do see it on Quantower, Duran. I missed that one though. I was watching the trading view chart. But yeah, it's looking good. It's looking good for you guys, man. So yeah, we're the same candle you entered in. It did give a signal on.
See, I'm just like that. See, your boy Fletch doesn't even need the
It
signal.
give a signal
That makes me
on,
feel better though. That's okay. So it's no longer a shame trade, y'all. You're just not seeing a signal on my screen.
Yeah, it's on Quantower.
Because I updated my energies charts this morning and probably need to go change my custom view app or something like that. But
well, it's not. It hasn't showed me a signal on Trading View, but on Quantower it has.
That's what I'm saying. I'm on trade. Yeah, on Trading View I did not see it. Oh, you don't have it on Trading View either. You're saying? Oh, okay, yeah. So, all right. ES getting some strength there. NQ never really did falter quite like ES did. You see it starting to climb up a little bit. Dow starting to base again right there and right around point of control. Same with Russell. So kind of doing what you expect there. Gold as well, right around point of control, chopping. Natural gas never quite made it down to this extreme level we look for here. It is in a market shift, a potential market shift right now as you see the candle color changing. That's our tool letting you know that a market shift is happening. And then that oil you see right there. All right, so yeah, Tim and Steve, two regular dudes, day trade for a living, created this indicator. Everything you're seeing on the screen right now is one indicator that we created for ourselves first and foremost, for ourselves to just make decision making easier and to help us make more money day trading. And then we started sharing it with friends and family, and have now started sharing it with the public as of about 3 weeks ago. So you can get all the information on it about us, the tools, the strategies we do, all at alphaflowtrader.com. That's alphaflowtrader.com. You can also follow us on all our socials at alphaflowtrader, except for X, it's at alphaflowtrades. We do have all of our information in our bios there as well. If you have any questions, feel free to email us at info@alphaflowtrader.com or DM us on any of our social platforms. As well as if you're in a live with us, you can ask a question inside any live, and we'll answer in the chat as well. Took it to Steve, said he's staying away from it. I was nervous because I was saying no. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's one of those things where like so it's just not our, so like Duran, it's just not, it wasn't a bad setup. It's just not our setup, right? Apparently it was on Quantower. Yeah. But like just it was really, for me, it was not even based on that. It was just based on this liquidity area up here that you see the price already came here and tapped it a few times, swept it, kind of rejected it, swept it again, rejected it. So for me, that's more what it was about. And there's kind of, that's right. Yeah. So we'll see what happens, man. Like I said, I got up a couple $100 and I just moved it to break even because it's like I've already taken a crude win. I didn't feel great about it to begin with, so I have no shame in just going break even if I have to on it as well. And it looks like that may happen here. We will see. It's fighting right there around point of control as well.
Yeah, I would move your stop. Like if you haven't yet, Duran, I would at least slide your stop to break even, so you're
Just because it's a bullish day
yeah,
still.
you're risk free on that trade. Because yeah, we still got like breaking news coming out, war news coming out. Iran's talking about breaking the ceasefire and all that stuff. So all that is momentum for oil to go higher. So yeah, right
Yes.
now it looks like you're in the profit. I would at least move your stop to break even.
Yeah, don't lose anything
Be
on
on the
it at this
safe
point.
side, yeah.
And that's why I did not mean to show you guys that screen either, because I just forgot that I was in it. And then when I took the screen, when I took control of the screen, it was there. Like, well, but no, that's not a shame trade like that. Like I said, it was just a setup that when we're on here with the live, we're really trying to just preach this main strategies we use, right? That said, we're also traders, so you're going to see us just because our signal doesn't call something. Although it did on this one, you don't see it on my screen. Ironically, I entered the trade the same time our signal called on Quant Tower. So which tells you like I was seeing it. I was seeing it, right? And the AI sees it as well. Not sure why not on TradingView. Neither Steve nor I saw it on TradingView. But also, like I said, I run our tool on both Quant Tower and TradingView. What you're seeing obviously is TradingView. And they're just different data providers and there's different data sources, and so you're going to have slight discrepancies on certain calls, right?
Yeah, you're definitely going to get a lot more like Quantar runs off of tick data, and you're you're definitely gonna get a little bit more accurate data from Quantower than you will from TradingView. Not to say that both signals are inaccurate or whatever on TradingView versus Quantower,
right?
But you will get a little bit more accurate data with Quantower.
But right now, yeah, looking okay in this trade. Where did you put your curious? Where did you put your TP on? Where did the?
It's got at 93.57 on Quantower. 93.57 is TP1.
93,
which is below R6.
I like it at R6 still.
And then TP2 is right at where VWAP's at, all the way down there. TP2 92.95 if you wanted to.
I just have one contract here.
Runner there.
Yeah, I'm just gonna, if it's a little below R6, I'm just gonna go ahead because R6 is just unknown. I'm just gonna put it at R6 and just get out of there. Risk free anyway. So, yeah, R6. Yeah, that's what I'm doing, man. I'm just gonna write it at R6 just because that's such an extreme level already, and I don't know what it's gonna do there. So, but I just was curious where the app put it on Quant Tower.
Yeah.
Hopefully we get there. If not, we don't. Either way, not losing money on that trade, so I'm happy. Risk-free trade. There's 3 of my favorite words when put together in a sentence.
Yeah.
ES still just chopping, man. ES and NQ, yeah, we're not gonna see anything till later in the day, probably.
And Russell,
down Russell, same thing.
Opposite direction. Now Dow may curl and come back and make another leg lower, but yeah, we'll probably definitely at least over 30 minutes.
Yeah, we will be off here by the time those happen.
Well, all right, guys. Yeah, 2 minutes.
Yeah, 2 minutes, man. We're out of here.
Look at this oil. Let's go.
Oh, come on.
Oil hit R6 for you guys, so you should be out of it. Or
it did not for me yet.
If you got multiple contracts,
it didn't on
really
TradingView.
I got 93.74. Oh, we're on MCL. We're on micro oil.
I'm on CL.
Yeah, micro.
Did it hit it on micro?
Micro oil, yeah, hit 93.74. It hit R6. But it's micro, man. So
yeah. Let's see what happens. It did finally make a new low.
I see what you. Yeah, 93.63 on TradingView.
It just tapped that EMA, and I almost put my stop to. I almost put my stop at that EMA too, or my TP at that EMA. But let's just see if it can get down there. That is so close. That was so close.
Is this your first day trading with the app, Duran? Hopefully it's a good one, man.
All right, now it should have got me. I don't know why it didn't. Just barely ticked it. All right, come on. Oh, you gotta be kidding me, dude.
Yes.
You gotta be kidding me. Did you see that?
I saw it tapped it. It tapped it.
You gotta be kidding me.
It's still going though. It's got momentum, man. It's pushing. It's right there. Now, if you wanted to just manually hop out right now.
I'm out anyway. There you go. At the buzzer, baby.
Yeah, it actually hit TP1.
Yeah, you see, it got me out.
TP1
so
as well.
get out of there, Duran. Let's go. So yeah, so you see 2 winners on crude on the day, man. Right here, and again right here. You don't see a signal here. The signal did fire on Quan Tower, did not fire on TradingView. I entered it because of this liquidity zone here. They had been respecting the last 15, 20 minutes straight. So 2 winners on crude there. Bitcoin's had 2 winners this morning. Gold had a loser this morning.
Yep.
As did Euro, the same candle, which we did not enter.
Mm-hmm.
And then that's about it for the morning. Yeah, that's it. So 4 winners and a loser on the day on a crazy Monday morning. All right.
Yeah. What's really going to go now? Look at that. Holy smokes.
Damn it.
It's really going now.
It just hit TP2.
Yeah.
Oh, news. We're going to have news.
We got a news candle.
Yeah.
We got news. Let's see what happens. After saying the ceasefire is about to be broken, they probably say, you know what, war's over.
Just kidding. Yeah. Just kidding, man. This is the leader of Iran. He was like, I'm just kidding, guys. I need an oil short right now. Yeah. Damn. Well, damn. So I only had 1 contract, so there was no TP2 for me anyway. But
TP2 winner.
Yeah, there's a TP2 winner there. All right, and you see the markets reacting positively.
Did anything off of
that? They pumped.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, and I imagine gold did too. Let me see. Yeah, gold as well. Gold just continuing steadily.
Yes, is at R3. All right, well, it looks like NQ will be realistically has a good shot of hitting R4.
So that's in play now.
Now, okay. Now R4, I originally did say we've had a lot of consolidation around it earlier in London session.
Yeah, you see it right back here, guys. You see it right here. It really started consolidating.
I know I did call out R4, guys, but I'm sorry. Earlier this morning, that was one of the levels I did say I'd prefer R5 over R4.
Yeah.
Just because of all the consolidation it's done already earlier in an earlier session. So disregard my R4 for NQ. That one I'd be more interested in R5 for sure.
White man goat. Are you the goat of all white men? Is that what you're telling us? We have the goat of all white men here. White man goat. Is that what you're saying with your name? No, welcome. Appreciate the follow. Let us know if you have any questions.
Man. Appreciate the follow.
You joined us right as we were literally just about to jump off and hit a little another oil short here. Right there, you see, and then we previously took an oil short here for a win as well. 2 wins on Bitcoin this morning, back to back. A loss on gold, and nothing else on the other indexes. So 4 wins and a loss on the day. 4 wins and a loss this morning on a crazy Monday morning where we had Monday morning already being Monday morning. You had conflicting news out of the Middle East, and then you had the ISM inflation data released at 10 a.m. as well. So all in all, happy to walk away from the computer at this point. And yeah, see what happens. See if anything sets up for the afternoon or later tonight or whatever. But definitely happy with the day so far. AlphaFlowTrader.com is our website. You can find the information in all of our bios as well. AlphaFlowTrader.com. All of our social media platforms are at AlphaFlowTrader, except for X is at AlphaFlowTrades. Just 2 regular dudes that day trade for a living. We created this indicator that you're seeing on the screen, and these signals that I can show you here on the screen for ourselves. Initially, we made it just for ourselves to make decision making easier, so we can make more money trading and avoid some losses. We obviously were really happy with how it works for us, so we started sharing it with people we know, and now we're sharing it publicly, which is what you're going to see here every Monday morning, every Monday through Friday morning around 9 a.m. All right. Anything else, Steve, I'm missing?
No, I'm good. Good results this morning. I'm happy for you, Duran, man. Welcome to the team, man. Yeah, just look forward to trading with you guys the rest of the week. It should be a fun week of trading this week. We got a lot of good news coming out that should move markets up and down. So looking forward to the rest of the week.
All right, y'all. That's it. AlphaFlowTrader.com for any information. You can also reach out to us by email there as well, or DM us on any of our social platforms. We appreciate you guys. Hope you have a great Monday and a great week, and we'll catch you all tomorrow. Appreciate you. God bless.
Later, guys.